Benvenuti, siamo qui col frontman dei Mudhoney, è un evento pazzesco, siamo contentissimi di ospitarlo al Locomotiv Club and welcome, thank you to be here with us.
It's a pleasure.
And so, you are in the famous top 50 by Nirvana, the famous one from the journals of Kurt Cobain, and with Superfood's Big Muff of 1988. So it's a funny thing because yesterday I was look on the net and under your video that is Touch Me, I'm Sick, there are many comments and there is someone really interesting. The first time I saw Nirvana, I thought, hey, one of those Mudhoney-like bands from Seattle. And another says, Mudhoney is the reason my friends and I saw Nirvana in '93. Mudhoney opened for them. So this is a funny and a real thing. What you think about this statement?
Oh, I don't think you can trust the comments on the internet.
No, because you're really humble, but you started a movement, a kind of.
Yeah, I don't know if we started anything. I mean, we were playing with a whole bunch of different people who were playing in Seattle. There was probably a group of about 50 people, 50 to 75 people that would be at every show. And a lot of these bands like maybe existed for only one show. Sometimes it would be a band that like ended up lasting for 30 years. But, you know, we all kind of played in various lineups with different people. And we were just basically trying to entertain ourselves and each other.
Okay.
There wasn't much to do. You know, there was no internet. There was no, like, you know, you couldn't just look on Facebook and see what other people have been eating that day. So we had to make up things to do for ourselves.
Yeah. So according to this, how was the atmosphere in Seattle in the mid-'80s and '90s?
Well, I think the atmosphere depends on who you were. Like, for my friends and I, which was a small subgroup of the city, I mean, there's like, you know, close to 1 million people in the surrounding area of the city, and we're talking a handful, like maybe 200 people total, until like the early 90s when it kind of maybe got to a couple thousand. But of like the people who went to the shows in the 80s, I mean, you know, we were basically like, it ran the gamut of scumbags to university students to, you know, it's all like people who are interested in underground music. It was, you know, basically punk rock.
Okay.
And what grew out of punk rock.
Touch me, I'm sick. Come on. Touch me, I'm sick. Come on, baby, now come with me. If you don't come, you don't come, you don't come, you die alone.
this is a big question, a classical one. You're celebrating the 30 years of the band, and you made possible to grunge movement to become reality, as we said, but with together with the other bands, yes, as we said before, and this is for sure inspired many indie and alternative rock bands. How did your sound change in the years, and are you still recording in analog, right?
Yeah, you know, the new record we recorded onto 2-inch tape and was mixed down to 1/4-inch tape. It didn't go into Pro Tools except as a safety copy. Like we sent tape to the mastering, so it was not electronic files or anything like that. So yeah, we still do that. But I mean, the previous record we recorded using tape and a combination of tape and Pro Tools. But it was our Johnny Sankster, who's our engineer, who produced the last 2 records. It was his idea to like do the whole thing on tape, and we're like, sure. And it kind of simplifies things.
And that works for sure, because all we can listen that the sound is really genuine, is really real, and.
Well, I mean, I don't think like anything that gets recorded onto a computer is any less real unless it gets manipulated, you know, which we don't tend to do.
Yeah.
Everybody says you must have lost your head. Well, one more time is good enough for me. Yeah, one more time is good enough for me.
I was curious, how is your typical day, if you have one? Your day, you woke up and then what you do?
At home?
Yeah,
But
in your lifetime.
I usually, if it's a weekday, I wake up and say goodbye to my wife and dog and go to work, and then come back 8 hours later and have dinner and hang out.
But you have 2 works, like the musician work and another one?
Yes, I'm the warehouse manager at Sub Pop Records, so that's what I do most of the time. This tour is 3 weeks, and most of the rest of the year we're all at home working.
But this is amazing, because actually it's really interesting to have a various kind of work in the day, and so this is the thing maybe that bring you to have 30 years together.
Well, I think actually having real jobs gives us musical freedom.
Yeah.
Where we don't rely on the music to make money and pay our bills and feed our children or whatever.
Yeah.
That's taken care of, and then we can make the music that we want to make without concern if it's going to like be popular or if people like it or not. And hopefully people do, but we're not trying to second guess what people want to hear. We just play the music we love, and if people like it, then that's great.
it's your last video out on September of this year, and it's Kill Yourself Live.
Right.
I watch it like 1,000 times.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because it's really amazing. Il loro ultimo video, Kill Yourself Live, è fantastico, è uscito a settembre di quest'anno, guardatelo tutti perché è pazzesco. It's an iconic video. And can you tell us how the video started and why did you choose the Jesus Christ Passion, like an iconic imaging?
Well, that was actually all the director's idea, Carlos Lopez. We'd done a couple of videos with him before for the last record, and always have thought his ideas are fantastic. And we gave him the record, and he noticed this more than I did, that actually there were a lot of religious themes on the record, and there's no real religious theme in Kill Yourself Live, but he wanted to kind of combine the overall theme of the record with the video, and he came up with this idea of doing a sort of a Last Temptation of Christ sort of thing, but with smartphones and the internet and whatnot, just bringing it into kind of modern times in a more ridiculous context.
Yeah, because maybe nowadays even the death is a show.
Yeah.
So this is the thing that came on the video. Everything is a show, and unfortunately, maybe.
Well, I mean, if you think about Christ's death, he knew about it ahead of time, and he knew he was going to rise from the dead. If you believe all that stuff, he knew what was coming, and it was all just for show in a way too.
Yeah.
It just wasn't captured on video.
Yeah. It's really funny. So watch it because it's amazing, really amazing. Another fun and interesting fact is that your label, your record label, Sub Pop Records, in 2006 gained a Green E certificate. A certificate with renewable energy. So you use renewable energy to cover the requirement of energy of your studio. So this is an amazing thing because even more in these days, with the attention for environment, maybe you are the first record label to do this.
Oh, I don't know if we're the first or not. There's a lot that needs to be kind of offset for in the record industry. Like physical product is either like vinyl, which is made of oil, or CDs, which is made of plastic. A lot of this stuff doesn't just break down easily like cardboard.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to atone for.
Yeah. The funny thing of music is it's ever changing, is in continuous changing. So that's why you are a mix of many type of music. So this is the thing that is still alive in the music. So maybe this is the main thing to be together in 30 years, changing and doing something new.
Right. I mean, we do something new in an old way.
Yeah.
We have our, our methods.
Yeah.
That, and we're not, going to do like an EDM song or anything like that. We're not going to start, chasing trends or anything like that. And I think it would sound weird if we tried to. It would sound kind of pathetic.
I've heard something during the sound check, something electronic. So.
Oh yeah, but that's like all rooted in the '70s, It's an old analog synthesizer that a few years ago we played in Asheville, North Carolina, which is the home of Moog synthesizers, or Moog synthesizers. And we got a tour, and I bought a little pedal, and Guy bought a keyboard, and since then Guy has started a synthesizer band that it's him and another person who just only do synthesizers, and they have a projectionist, and so Guy has brought that influence into the band.
They will have a huge tour around the city in Europe, in Paris. You're going to play.
Yeah, we're going to Paris. Yeah.
So this is amazing because French world, music world is really interesting too. So it's nice to play there.
Yeah, we've 3 shows in Italy. We're very excited to come to Italy as always.
Yeah.
It's one of our favorite places to eat.
We know why.
And the wine is fantastic. And then after that we go to Zagreb and Vienna and then Paris and then end in the UK.
Yeah, super. So thank you really, and we see you soon.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Cheers.